Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Egld. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't watched the previous update, make sure you watch that so you have more context. I'm not going to be repeating a lot of the stuff that I said in the previous update. So yes, I do also have two donation links down below in the description. If you want to support Ukraine, you can do so by going over to the official websites and, donating straight to the funds. The money goes directly to them. It does not go through me in any sort of way. So thank you all for the support, and let's get on with the video. So as you can see, we are breaking out of this falling wedge that I gave you in the past couple of videos, and we are almost we are very near our technical target here at $57. So we did get rejected from the 0.5 Fibonacci level on this Fibonacci retracement, which goes to show that that level is a strong resistance for us because we got rejected from there the last time in August. And right now we're coming up to that level and we're getting rejected once again. So we are in the golden ratio at the moment. As you can see, you are in the 0.618 to the 0.5 level. That is the golden ratio. So there is a good chance that this is our, this is the top of the move basically here. This is our local high, and we're going to be coming back down to retest some support levels. And hopefully we don't lose the 0.786. But that would be a very nice entry point, and I would be eyeballing that entry, to be honest with you. So there is also a chance we might drop all the way back here to $46, but if we do, just dollar cost average furthermore. Don't buy all in at one level. That's just not a very smart thing to do. And considering the fact that Bitcoin is just going sideways, it's in a crab market, anything can happen. And if there is another capitulation coming, which I personally think there is, we may see a retest of $14,000 for Bitcoin. And that's going to be very, very bad for altcoins because they will get demolished. And I mean demolished. And you want to have some money to buy into that into that dip. And you don't know if that dip is going to happen or not, but you need to have some spare cash in case it does. And I would just recommend having some money on either your card ready to go, or just deposit it to your exchange and just have it there. And yeah, so also we are almost getting a bullish cross here with the 20 crossing above the 55. But in a bear market, the daily bullish crosses aren't as important as the ones that you get during a bull market, because you can get a bullish cross here, but it's not going to last very long probably because you're already very overextended from the 20 EMA. So you're going to see a pullback relatively soon, and you're probably going to lose the EMAs at some point. So just because we're in a bear market, this is not the biggest signal. I would be looking for a bullish cross on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, first of all. That would be your major bull market indicator, one of the major ones anyway. So yeah, that's something to keep an eye on. Even if we get a bullish cross here, that's a good sign, but still you're already pretty overextended from the 20 EMA. So I wouldn't be buying into anything right now, to be honest with you. So yeah, just be careful. And if you go into the daily RSI, you can see that we are very near the top of this red zone here, or this dark red zone. And you can see that every time you reach that area, you got rejected back down. So the last time was in March, once again here in August, and once again right now in October. So if you get above the index of 70, that's going to indicate that the asset is overbought on the daily chart. And I would imagine that's when you can start taking profits and, look for some cheeky swing trades, so to speak. And that's exactly what I would do if I had my assets right now. But as you know, I'm staking most of my coins, and Elrond is one of the coins that I'm staking currently. So I'm not swing trading it. But if you are, then just wait for some more, for more overextension, I would say, because we can still have a nice move to the upside. Plus, we are in October, and November is the next month. So we could get very bullish during this period of time because we usually have strong moves to the upside in October and November. Look, for an example, in the past 3 years, we've been very bullish in October and November. And zooming out over here, let me just show you that I've got another Fibonacci retracement. And this one is slightly bigger. Well, slightly is an underestimation of it, but as you can see, we have a high here. That's $544, and we have a low here that we printed in June this year. So this Fibonacci retracement is only valid until we hold this low. So we are assuming that this is our low. If it's not, and we do drop lower here, we're gonna have to set the fib from scratch, basically. So if this is our fib, then you have your golden ratio at $197, and that is going to be a major level for us to break. You also have a couple of levels below that, obviously, on the fib retracement, and I would be looking at 0.382 for something that you could target in October and November if we do have that impulsive move to the upside. That's basically going to be a very nice 2x for anyone who bought in at these prices, you know, below $50. So that's going to be a very nice trade for you. And I do want to switch over to the Binance chart so that we can look at more oscillators. Switching over to the weekly chart on Binance's website, you can see that we are in a very large falling wedge. The technical target from that wedge is at $432. That's where the wedge was created in November 2021. Then you can see that you have a major level over here at $67. This was a previous support during the 2021 June pullback, and this was a major resistance for us during the August of this year relief rally. We ran into that level, retraced back down to where we came from, and now we may be looking for another impulsive move to the upside. So potentially you may run into this level once again and get rejected back down. On top of that, you have the 20 EMA on the weekly chart here. If I remove the drawings, you can see that the 20 EMA, the yellow line, is over here, right where the resistance is and right where the resistance of the falling wedge is. So a lot of confluence in this area, but we are very near the apex of this pattern, so something's got to give, and I do think we may see a nice break to the upside, guys. So if that does happen and we do have a very bullish impulsive move to the upside, what I would think is a very, very real possibility is that us retracing all the way into this resistance zone, anywhere from $135 all the way to $111.6. And this is the level that we retested here in January and in March this year, before we eventually lost it in April and in May, right? And you haven't retested that as resistance. So that's potentially what we could do. So if we do see a break to the upside here, right, you may come up, back test that as support, and you may get into, you may get somewhere near those levels. And then you may have the capitulation potentially in December, in January, right? And then we can start actually building towards the bull market in 2024. That's just a possibility that I'm looking at. So I would be very careful with Elrond at this moment because some altcoins have done it 2-3x since the June bottom. As you can see right now, as of recording this video, Elrond is only 45% off from this low at $37. So I would be extremely careful right now. If you do see a bullish impulsive move to the upside, also a good indicator to look at is the RSI. So we can actually do something like this here and give you a nice level to keep an eye on. So on the weekly RSI, this is going to be a very important zone for us to break because we did reject that area as resistance a couple of times, and we did reject it as, or we did bounce off of it as support. Okay, so this is going to be something you want to keep an eye on. Okay, so if you run into the zone and you can see that you're consolidating there, chances are you're going to see a pullback. And there's obviously multiple indicators you can be looking at, fundamental indicators. You can be looking at Bitcoin, you can be looking at whales wallets and see if they're selling, then that's a very strong indicator as well. So yeah, this is just an area that we may retest before coming back down for a lower low or for a higher low. No one knows. If you take a look at the weekly stochastic RSI, you can see that we are in the oversold right now, and this is a good time to be buying into the project. Obviously, once you're below the index of 20, And if we take a look at the MACD, you can see that we are flipping bullish. The MACD is turning green, or the histogram is turning green, I should say. And we have created a bullish cross here in August this year, just like we did last year. And look at the overextension we had last year into November. So this could be a looking glass for us as to what is to come in October and November. We may see that bullish move in November. And yeah, no one knows what's going to happen, but you have to be ready for both outcomes at all times. That's my motto, and that's what I hope all of you can learn to do. So if I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join me on Patreon. That's a great way to support me and a great way for you to get more exclusive content. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.